The latest missile launch by North Korea is almost certain to be met with more sanctions by the international community. South Korea, for one, is assessing more ways to contain the regime, while the U.S. has come out strongly, telling China to completely sever oil supplies to Pyongyang. Our Myung-kil tells us more.
South Korea's foreign ministry said Thursday that the government will continue to pressure North Korea through tough sanctions in order to thwart Pyongyang's nuclear and missile ambitions. The ministry said it will use all diplomatic means to resolve the crisis in a peaceful manner.
The government is closely negotiating with the U.S. and other Permanent Security Council members to devise countermeasures. At this stage, we are closely monitoring the UN Security Council.
South Korea's foreign ministry spokesperson also said the government was keeping a close eye on Washington's possible moves to place further unilateral sanctions on North Korea, even if there is no new UN resolution. U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley called for all nations to fully implement UN sanctions on North Korea and cut off all diplomatic ties. She also suggested additional moves, such as taking away the regime's voting rights at the UN and cutting off oil.
China can do this on its own, or we can take the oil situation into our own hands.
Haley pointed out that China was North Korea's biggest supplier of oil and said that President Trump had asked China's President Xi to turn off the taps to the regime. China's ambassador meanwhile urged North Korea to comply with UN resolutions and advocated dialogue between all relevant parties. Russia placed some responsibility on South Korea and the U.S., calling on the two nations to refrain from carrying out any more joint military drills for the rest of the year, saying it could inflame an already explosive situation. Whether the UN Security Council will pass a new resolution to implement further sanctions remains unclear. Myung-kil, Arirang News.